Thank you so much, guys. Absolutely love that campaign and what it represents. More of that in the world, please. Now let's have a little bit of fun. The hashtag Into the New campaign by Woolworths is now incredibly in its 4th week of newness, including a capsule that doesn't only give off a feeling of contentment and relaxation, but also represents a blank canvas, wiping the slate clean as we edge closer to a brand new year. Love that influence.
Yeah.
Yes, you guessed it right. The latest limited edition capsule is all about the color white, as you can see presented next to me. And of course, we've got our fashion director and stylist, Tarryn Oppel, who is back this week to tell us a bit more about episode 4, featuring the Summer Escape collection and model and blogger Chelsea Rose Hart. Let's take a quick little look.
Coming home to South Africa is always really special to me. What's not to love? Every single time that I come back, I try and go to Hermanus. It's one of my favorite places. I don't think that one specific place needs to be your home. You can feel at home anywhere in the world, as long as you keep those memories and those connections with the people that are closest to you. You don't need one specific place to call home. And then when you leave and you experience different cultures and you meet different people, it helps you to be a little bit more understanding. It's old and new all at once, and it's that idea of a blank slate.
A blank slate. Love
I
that.
absolutely love it, man. Well, we are joined by Tarryn Oppel, who, by the way, stole my look. I'm not complaining, I'm not hating. We look absolutely fabulous because we both styled it completely different.
Differently, yeah, for sure.
Well, this week we dropped a new and exciting capsule in store. I mean, with a new story as well. Can you please tell us a little bit more about this new drop?
Yes, so up until now we've seen print, we've seen texture, we've seen punchy color, and this is almost like a palette cleanser.
Yeah.
So you're right, you know, white really is like a blank canvas. And in the episode, Chelsea talks about how she travels the world for her job, being a blogger and a South African model. She currently resides in Europe, but of course South Africa is her first love and her first home.
Spiritual home.
You know? So when she comes, she travels to the coast, reflects on the person she's become through travel, and Summer Escape really does reflect the pieces that we see here today. It's so calming, it's beautiful, does reflect the season.
It's alleviating. There's something really fresh about it, which I love, and the variety is incredible, just in the looks that you've kind of drawn out of the capsule for us today. But there is something a little daunting about wearing all white that I would imagine could intimidate a few people. It can be a bit scary.
Yeah, well, first of all, do you want to mess anything on it?
In my case, yes.
That's
one. A big thing, yeah.
That's one. But I mean, yes, I tend to agree. Some people do get a little bit scared. But we've seen designers, showcase the color white in various collections over the years, whether it's as a color palette overall or just as a palette cleanser in between all of those brighter looks. Yeah. And you look at it and you're like, okay, that's amazing, but why doesn't it look like that on me?
Yeah.
And I think it's just about trial and error and seeing what works for you. I let go of my sort of white phobia when I put on a white dress and I was like, oh, head to toe, there we go. Or, playing around with a skirt and tee.
I like the fact that you've also injected your own Terrell Flair.
Gotta get the tough and the pretty
really cool,
on.
man. Hardcore boots. Absolutely love where you can take something, and also that you refer to it as a color. It's not the absence of color, but it's a color in its own right. It makes a statement in its own right.
And I feel like white complements everyone. With some of the looks in the capsule, what are some of the pieces that you think you can restyle and kind of get creative with, especially if you are scared of all white head to toe? Yeah,
well, this capsule, I find the one out of all the capsules we've seen so far that has the most separates that you can play around with, which is awesome when you're trying to create a look.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out the beautiful detail, the broderie and glaze, some embroidery details on tops, the beautiful dresses that's on offer, maxi, a little bit shorter with ruffle details. pairing a pair of jeans with a blouse, that's pretty simple. But I think the way it works is when you can break the colour a little bit and introduce some neutral accessories, you know, in your browns,
Especially
beiges.
the earth and
Exactly,
the
just bring
natural
it back
tones,
to the earth and sort of break the colour palette a little bit.
Can we
absolutely
see
love it.
this come to life? Have we got a model here?
Yes,
Yeah.
we have Suyama here, who is wearing one of the sort of lace detail shorts. Very cute, with her sort of broidery and glaze strappy top. And as you can see, her accessories, we've brought in some of the browns with her sort of hobo bag and her brown sandals, and also introduced some hardware with her gold earrings.
I love it.
It's
Super
so
fresh.
completely
Yeah, it
summer and fresh.
is.
Yeah, no, I
It
absolutely
is.
love that. I really am picking up what you're saying about the fabric and the texture and where you can take fabric design in the space. So
All in the detail.
That's exactly it. It's
Yeah.
not about a lack of detail, but it's about having more opportunity to really let that shine through.
Absolutely. I think that's what also elevates the whites with all those details that you find in the
Yes.
fabrication.
It
does-
seems a little bit subtle, but it's very much present. It's there.
Totally, it makes
You
an
know?
impact, yeah, in a very small way.
I don't know why, it just makes me want to stop working and sit on a beach somewhere and
Me.
sip a cocktail and just think about the successes of the year and
Right.
all of the amazing possibilities of the
And
year
wiping
to
that
come.
slate clean and
Yeah.
starting new.
Well, that is the opportunity here, is to step outside of your comfort zone if you are maybe a little too colour prone and enjoy the colour white. Step outside.
a colour.
Wipe your slate
It
clean
is a
and
colour.
delve into this capsule, which has been one of the most exciting, I think, and certainly the freshest of the capsules that we've explored. Thank you so
Totally.
much for opening our eyes and for bringing a little kind of
Little bit
attitude to our all white. Well, there you have it. Another week and yet another opportunity to step into the new with this limited edition capsule made for your next summer escape. And it really does speak to that escape. Get your favorites pieces out of this capsule at selected Woolworths stores or online on the Woolworths app. It's a great place to go for inspiration.